That's even worse.
Grab my shit, put it back over me, and tucked into it like a burrito roll myself.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Like you can't go get it this
bitch,
time.
you want to take it this time, right?
You got to pull hard. Yeah.
There we go. We in this bitch. Welcome to another episode of More to Discuss. I am your host, None Flyer, here with my daughter, beautiful co-host, The Toes. Oh shit!
Hey,
you know what's really crazy is my mic ain't even plugged up,
and we hear you loud and clear.
Oh, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
So that
Computer
means
mic
you
is on
got
deck.
some real good projectile voicage going on.
Computer mic is on deck, making it happen like a captain. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? We gonna run with that then since we already on it. How are you, man? It's been a minute.
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, I'm all types of chilling.
You know me?
Man.
Work, school, work. That's it.
That's pretty much about me too. Without the school part, just working here and there and work and sleep and stuff. Hold on one second.
What? Sleep? What?
Yeah, man, and wrestling down this big ass dog. Move, man, go about your business. I'm doing stuff.
He said he wanted to play.
We ain't finna do none of that right now. We got shit going on.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we on our shit this episode. We go run through. You've seen them, so I'm finna run through these joints cold.
So I did like a little overview. Like when I seen what I was watching, I instantly sent it. Like, okay, we need to talk about this instantly. It wasn't like I watched it. Okay, let me send it. No, like I got like a couple of seconds in and realized what I was looking at, and I was like, oh yeah, it's the one. So that's how
that's happened. Dope because I like to review shit cold, like intended, like fresh off site. So when you send them, I'm like, I don't want to watch them because we gonna talk about them.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I really didn't. I didn't dig too deep into them. I was just looking. I'm just like, I can't believe this is.
Well, I mean, we finna see. I don't know if I can believe it or not. I'm gonna see. Yeah.
And that's why the segment of today is going to be, well, the segment for a while. I feel like we're going to be doing this segment quite a bit, actually. Believe it or not, we bring different things, that are conspiracies to the light and to see if you guys feel like they are true or false, or if you believe it or you think that this is just some AI BS that somebody then sat in their room for 12 hours and created.
Well, yeah, not just conspiracies, just different clips.
Just different, crazy things.
Different, crazy shit, some spooky shit, different things. And we gonna see where we land on the belief meter in this bitch.
Right.
When we after we run through what we run through and assess what we gotta assess. So for this particular part of the episode, hold on, I can't do that too fast. We are going to be all right, I gotta take y'all into the depths of my what is this shit called? Messenger. Because I know no other way to freaking pull it up. But we gonna go with the Appalachian rules, Appalachian Mountain rules.
Damn, that when you go into the Appalachian Mountains, you are entering into another realm. And there's a set of unspoken rules that you follow. Rule number one, if you hear something calling your name, right, you didn't. There is nothing there. And you should not respond.
Oh, my bad.
Do not say hello. Do not say, who is it? Just run away. Because something is trying to gain permission.
Oh, man.
And by you acknowledging it, you are allowing it to come after you. Hear screams in the mountains, right? You didn't. And do not go towards the direction of the screams to try and help. Because once again, something is trying to lure you. If you see people, you don't. If you hear crying, you're not hearing it. Do not respond to this at all because you are giving permission to whatever is in those woods to come after you. Now, if you are to go camping in the Appalachian Mountains, right, you have to
Right.
remember at
Wrong.
night, you must keep a fire going at all times.
But what if
And it's
it's
not for warmth, it's not for cooking, it's to keep you safe. And if you are going to camp in a tent, make sure when you go into that tent, it is sealed up. There are no holes, there are no cracks. And if you hear any kind of screaming, yelling, or anyone calling your name, do not respond. Do not go to sleep.
like what?
And if something wakes you up, stay up, stay alert, and once
Don't go to
again,
sleep.
do not respond.
But
But
if
if they
something
wake you
wakes
up,
you
stay
up,
woke.
Now,
stay woke.
it's very important when you are walking through the Appalachian Mountains.
I heard
If
it.
you come across a deer carcass, do not touch it, do not stare at it, walk away, ignore it.
Walk away, walk
Because
away.
this is
Why would
something,
I?
once again, trying to lure you into the woods.
I'm already in
Now,
the woods.
if it comes to the point that something is chasing you
Probably deeper.
and it gets you, and there is no escape, fight. Fight as hard as you can, whether it's a person, an
Eat my
animal.
ass.
If it's something else, though, and you know what I'm talking about,
I don't.
well, you just let it get you,
What?
right? Because at that point, there's nothing you can do.
No.
And there's an old saying, you go into the Appalachian Mountains with 2 bullets, right? You fire the first one at something that isn't a person, that isn't an animal. And if it doesn't run away, you know what to do with the second one.
Shoot
What?
that motherfucker too? What you talking about? That's what I'm gonna do.
What we doing with this? What do they mean by do with the second? What you mean? What I'm gonna do with the second one?
Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, but I am gonna say this: I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna go in that bitch with a whole bunch of bullets and
Come
2, 3
on.
guns and a nice, safe, secure car or a trailer, or you know what I'm saying. I ain't finna be out there in no bare naked ass, butt
Damn
ass
Land
wood
Rover or something.
under some goddamn covers talking about where the fire at, nigga. It's 2025. We don't camp like that. Fuck y'all talking
At
about?
all. Niggas
You know what I'm
glamp
saying?
now. I don't care if we glam,
Yeah.
nigga. Nigga, we got everything we need, nigga.
Right quick. We go pull up, pop out, pop back in, sleep, watch some cable and shit, maybe be on our phones, hop
Type
out in the
shit.
morning, do some fishing, you know what I'm saying? Hop back in the joint, eat. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna be all out just in the woods like that. Nigga, who do that?
You know, fuck that. So how do you feel about the Appalachian Martin
So
Mountain?
look, that's what I'm saying. Even if I did, right? Um, I'm not a camper, so
Right.
it's one of those things that you probably never have to worry about with me. You know what I'm saying? But if I was in the woods, like I said, I'm gonna be prepared and let some motherfucker take me there under my wheel. I'm going with pistol labras. I'm going with plenty of ammunition. I'm going with all the wheel and guts by myself, and we're gonna have a good time. You know what I'm
Do
talking
you
about?
believe it or not though?
But no, I don't believe that shit. I don't believe that shit at all. Not even kind of. Not even a little bit.
Oh,
I think that was a well put together story to get
it was very
motherfuckers
good.
thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like all the
Very
rules and
good.
shit. Half the rules didn't even make no sense. Because if you
Right,
sleep, don't
because
go to sleep.
don't go to sleep.
If they wake you up,
But if it wake you up, stay woke.
be like good looking. You know what I'm saying? I know I dozed off a little bit. Thank you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it ain't gonna get you though. It's just gonna wake you up.
Because if it's waking me up, it's clearly getting me.
Mm-hmm.
Because why is
You
it
get
here?
woke up, you got right. You get woke up, you got you got you already like
Must have
It's
been a hole somewhere.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't believe that one. I don't believe that one at all. for what we are
Okay.
going to do. Well, how you feel about it? You said what you feel on the
Um,
believability meter. We got to name our believability meter. We only going to 5 though. 1 through 5. How believable is it to you?
about 3.5. Just because I do know about spirits and I do know about like, lingering spirits and different stuff like that, and I know that certain demons and evil spirits definitely try to use things like screams and voices and or like similar premonitions and things like that to lure people so that they can host onto them. You know what I'm saying? So like I know about those things. So it's like that part is kind of like eyebrow raising, and then it started to, like I said, get into rule over this, rule over that. Don't do it to this. Like okay,
All right, so being a believer of okay, so what I don't believe in is ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts for one reason, right? If actual ghosts were real, in terms of how we believe them or perceive them to be to this day,
right?
it'd be a whole lot of haunted white people. Because you know how many slaves them motherfuckers them killed?
But they are.
No, I mean, like they would be tortured souls all over this joint. It wouldn't be a white
Yeah,
person on planet Earth functioning correctly.
I'm telling you, it's a lot. Just
But
a lot. We'll handle it.
I do believe in spirits, right? I believe in uh spiritual manifestations like voices, uh like apparitions perhaps, but not poltergeist. Nah. I don't believe that, there are entities that have the power to move shit that's not human in terms of telepathy um or telekinesis. And but I do believe shit can be moved without it being touched. It's not by no spirits and no ghosts and no shit like that. I believe they're more like um uh uh guides, if that makes sense.
I would say like my mom has actually a spirit attached to her. She claims it is from one of her children that almost made it here. That died in the womb or whatever. Um, Little boy. Around the holidays, a lot of crazy weird shit happened. Like around the house with the decorations and shit, just random ass shit. Like how you'll hang like the tents, like the little lanyard thing with the little sparkle, little stripes on it across, like let's say your drape it in your hallway. Your hallway starts at the little, I don't know what it's called. It's like a,
Archway?
yeah, but you know how some people with their Christmas hang that little sparkly stuff down it, like
Yeah, like
around it like that.
stencil or whatever.
Yes, that's what it's called. Since I couldn't get the word, I was calling it tinsel, but that's like the stringy version of that when you put it on the tree.
Right.
I'm like, that's not the right way. Tinsel is what it's called. So we'll have some of that, and then like how my house is, our vents is like by the windows and like by the doors and stuff. So when it's Christmas time, these things are like, it will be like, okay, you know how somebody walk onto something and pap something and it will
Right.
go and you stop it
Right.
and you move on.
Right.
Okay. Or you know how when something has a continuous airflow, it's just going, ever so lightly, but it's going because the wind is blowing it. Okay, so there will be plenty of different like occurrences where, well, of course, it's holiday time. We got some of this stuff up in the archways, and it's like little bruh's like playing with it, like it's like whoop whoop whoop, then they'll stop, and then in another doorway it'll do that again and it'll stop, and then like when my mom had an Android, we would always like look down and it would be like putting in like the password, but it would never be right. Like the little slide password. Yeah, but it would
Hmm.
never be correct. But it would always do that. It's just a whole bunch of like little crazy, weird, different little things that happen. So I feel like that's why I have more belief in it because I've had encounters. with crazy different things, and we've had
So
readings done that's confirmed a lot of different things
I too
and all that.
have had encounters, but my encounters were more like nearly like okay, so I have this air of calm about me, right? So in certain moments of I guess you would say despair, or I guess when people are supposed to panic, it's like somebody or something is guiding my moves. Like I don't panic, I just react. And so far, nigga, it didn't save my life. And from as far as saving my life to the small things like keep me from running the poles when I'm not paying attention. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? And it's not just a instinct. Like I ain't never seen this pole before. I could be walking down the street on my phone or whatever, and look up just at the nick of time because something's like, nigga, pay attention.
Look,
And I'll
yeah,
look up, right? You know what I'm saying? So like I get those all the time, but that's why I again I have this air of calm about me or assurance about me, right?
yeah,
Like
that's your intuition going crazy.
any type of situation, I guess I just think myself through it. Like it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But
That's not. It's so self aware. That's awesome.
yeah, that's an actual thing with me. So I believe it like that. Like I said, I literally hear or like sense something like it ain't like spidey sense now. It's like somebody actually like me pay attention. Like I'll hear it back here, but not back here. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, right. Yeah, no, I know. I have that. As well. I think it's kind of crazy because I feel like that specifically, like you said, has gone from different things from like saving my life to doing different things. Like it was one time everybody was trying to get me to go to a party, and everything inside me was like, "Girl, no, like that's not the one. Like don't go." So I'm like, "No, I'm okay. I'm alright. So I'm just not gonna go. Why? It's just I'm not feeling it. It's okay." That shit got shot up.
Oh, I'm
Everything in
good for
me,
that.
everything in me was just like, "Girl, no,
Hey, I'm good for
this is
that.
not
Missing
it."
the bullshit. Like
Every time, me too.
I
Like
leave
every time
before it
some
happened,
wild shit happen,
or
I'm
come
out of
right when it's over. I'll
right,
come, nigga, like, what happened?
right.
Oh, what just happened? Like, really? Goddamn. I ain't been here a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Literally, I didn't even get through the door yet. God damn.
yeah, I got that type of shit with me too. Like, unless I purposely go there for a reason, like I don't pay attention to none of that bullshit because it's somewhere I want to be, then I'll find myself or if it's a situation even to happen, I'll find myself, grinding through it or whatever. But I generally like just on happenstance don't catch nothing.
Right.
I'm either not there or I come late or I come way early and leave early. You know what I'm saying? But I always miss the bullshit. I get
Never mind.
calls the next day and all this shit. Like, nigga, when you left, like, God damn. Glad I did stay at that motherfucker. Y'all playing.
Like I'm glad I was go. Who want to do with
Right
that?
quick. Right quick. Yeah, I got that about me too though. I got that about me real tough. That's why I generally don't do shit because I'll be thinking about it, and as soon as a motherfucker be like, "Hey man, I'm doing this, that, and the other," you should slide through, and I'll think about the motherfucker who's saying it, and then a whole bunch of just scenarios going through my mind. I'll be like, you know what?
Man, okay.
I'm good.
I'm
I'm
all
all
right.
right. Fine.
I'm all right on that. No need. Ain't no need for all that.
I don't know what it is, but it's something telling me, nah, nigga, this is not what you want to do. But it be shit niggas invite me to. I'm like, hell yeah, nigga, let's roll. Let's get it. Let's go. And always have a good time.
No,
Always have
no.
a good time. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that type of good time, maybe they good time.
Oh yeah, nah. That's why I don't go places I don't want to go. Like I'm not the type of motherfucker that'll just let's still see what happens. Nah, nigga, I'll hear about it
I've never
or
been that
read
person.
about it.
Like, what are we doing? I'm
Yeah.
not about to. Oh, he's about to go here for who? Whose party is it? Why are we here? What are we celebrating? What's up? Nah, it's just I could do anything I'm about to do over there, here, over here.
Hey, and them questions is asked way before nigga even move. You ask off
No,
man,
for
oh, for real, what's
sure,
going on? What's happening over
for
there?
sure.
Ah, yeah, nah, bro. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but it ain't gonna be that, nigga. All right, this next one. Let's see what we got going on with this joint. I see some
We
dark
live right
lands.
now, right? People can chime
We
in.
we are actually recording, so people
Okay,
cannot.
okay.
But
You're telling me there are
It will drop soon, so they'll be able
with
to
no sunlight.
holler at
Listen,
it.
don't take my word for it. Take Jonathan Hemington's.
Okay,
I
let's
mean,
do this
hell, he's the
another
one who streamed it live on the dark web in 2020.
A dark continent?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me there are lands beyond the ice wall with no sunlight.
Listen, don't
This
take my
has
word
been
for
an
it. Take
ongoing
Jonathan
argument
Hemington's.
that I've
I mean,
had
hell,
for
he's the one who streamed it live on the dark web in 2020. Guy worked for a private research institute for aerial engineering. Developed these just incredible aircrafts, undetectable from radars, incredible fuel efficiency, allowing for flight durations that could last weeks. Little did anybody know the guy was just obsessed with the idea of these outer lands, the ice wall, and one night he boarded a jet with a Starlink and his streaming equipment and headed directly down to Antarctica. He figured if he streamed right away, he'd be intercepted, so he waited until he was about midway through the continent. And as he started the stream, hundreds of people watched as he literally flew straight over what appeared as an enormous ice barrier. After hours and hours of continuation, passing over several different unidentified landmasses, he stopped on one of them to get a night's rest and continue on the next morning. But during that next day of flight, this was where things had taken a peculiar turn. As the sun eventually went down during flight, he wanted to wait until it came back up to get a safe landing. But as the hours went by, it never did. Eventually, due to fatigue, he was forced to land onto this dark continent, and little did he know this would be his last stop. Listen, this place he was in was nothing like we'd ever seen, okay? The environmental factors clearly showed this land had never been exposed to sunlight, pure darkness, and instead of trees, there were just these rock-textured spires that shot up into the sky. The final moments of the stream showed a horrific encounter that he'd had. As he began explaining, he was seeing some kind of tall figure, something human-like, but strangely different, pale with glowing white eyes. And as he'd called out to it, the camera would fall to the ground moments later. The stream would ultimately end just moments after this being picked up the camera and looked directly into the lens. Jonathan Hemington had not been heard from since. But look, I'm just going to go ahead and say this is a joke for entertainment only.
All right. So, Mr. Joke for entertainment only. So 1 to 5.
5.
You believe that? You believe that is a 5?
I believe it. Though we can't find it on the web because it was streamed on the dark web. I say 5 because truthfully, you know me. If you've been here, a part of Murder Discussion, you know how I feel about the whole Earth thing, and you know my whole stance on all that. So it's flat, and there's a fat ass ice wall, and there's so many different unidentified and unexplored worlds and fucking land masses out there that that's why he had to make this jet that is undetectable, because they know when you get too close they literally shoot you down because they don't want you out there, or they'll intersect with the electromagnetic field around your plane and fuck up all your connections and fuck you up. Like they have all these different things that can intersect something if something's not going their way, which is going towards that ice wall. And if I'm not mistaken, it was another video that I was watching like a couple months ago. It was talking about that guy, and it was another guy after him that was so inspired by what he did in 2020 that he went ahead himself and tried to do that. And they damn near chased his ass down. And right when they got him, like right when they were right there, he was about to go over the ice wall, they stopped and said, "You know what, you crazy motherfucker. Go ahead." And he went over there too. And he found out about that shit too. So it's like if there's two people, except the second one made it back because his story was that they mind controlled him to bring them back here.
According to men, these three are Loki's children, with the giant is Angerboda, the inspiration for Angerboda. And I really love how clever the game's writers were with this, because Atreus and
So I'm
Angerboda.
gonna say I believe it.
Okay, so for me, I'm going to give it a nice hearty 1, primarily because if okay, at the at the most probably on some Bermuda Triangle shit, different dimension, perhaps. But um, hmm, here's the thing, right? I am round earth guy. Uh, I I just don't believe it primarily because dark web or not, we got it now. So apparently it wasn't that dark. So and for the dude who made it out, the military don't play. They just crashed some planes over DC, and we think that that's some fishy shit happening with that. Just the way the whole setup go. So I don't think the military or whoever the powers that be that was chasing that dude gonna just stop and be like, "Nigga, you crazy?" Nah, nigga, they gonna hit you with one of the
I
missiles.
mean, if they
Ain't
have
gonna
orders
stop.
to they have orders that they can't go past a certain barrier, and the
Yeah, yeah,
person
yeah.
that they're
But they
chasing
got
can go
missiles
past
though.
that fucking
They
barrier.
got missiles. They got missiles that can go past barriers. They got missiles that can go for thousands of miles. Ain't no letting you get away. Even if we can't follow you, these will, my nigga. Take this and then this. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get you. We gonna, you know what I'm saying?
What
They
if they
have,
didn't want to kill him?
but that's my point. The government, the powers that be, ain't never had a problem with killing a nigga. And if they trying to keep secrets like that, my man wouldn't have lived to tell nobody that shit. If it wasn't the tall people with the glowing eyes, it was damn sure be in that government. For sure. Hold on 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah, guys, I believe it. Honestly, to be honest, um, I believe it actually. I think that the tall people brought him back. Mind control vibes. Um, definitely could be who the whoopers allegedly are exchanging information with for, high intel technology and or 6G, which reads our fucking minds. So yeah,
But see, okay, so see, all right. So
all the
on
stuff
that
has to
point,
come from somewhere, and I believe that somewhere it comes from. Yeah.
so again, I mean, perhaps we could do some interdimensional shit. I can believe that. That'll boost my shit to probably a 2.5. You know what I'm saying? But
See, I have my reasons why,
the
but listen,
ice
I'm not
wall,
just going off
see,
of what I hear.
no, yeah, I know you do your research. You be shooting me the clip, so I know you know. What I'm saying is, in terms of this particular clip and this particular information, yeah. Hold on.
Cooling right now, y'all. In terms of this particular video, guys, I personally, I believe it. I do.
Okay, so 1 for me, 5 for you. I believe it's a video. I just don't believe it's an actual video. It's probably some AI shit. Maybe a nigga trying to get a movie deal or some shit. I don't know.
But then
But
but then think about what they say about the movies.
right. In terms of their precursors, they spoon feed. I mean, I can dig that, but I mean, for sure. And in that fact, again, I would put my money more on interdimensional than past an ice wall. Because if there's a wall that you're not supposed to get past, I guarantee you they're not gonna let you get past it. It's
I mean,
motherfuckers that still can't breach Area 51 right now to this day. They can't step one toe
don't
over
ever-
that bitch before the motherfuckers pop up on you. So believe you me, if it's something they don't want you to see, they're not gonna let you see that shit.
Mm.
So I mean, that's just how I feel. I don't know because again, I've been a couple states, but I ain't never been to an ice wall or the space, so I couldn't tell you either way. You know what I'm talking about? All right,
I've
next
been to
question.
the ice wall a couple of times.
Did you? Was it cold?
It was freezing. I could tell that it's gonna start melting. So
So when it melt, what's gonna happen? What we gonna be on?
we're gonna be swimming and shit.
We gonna be swimming this shit. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I know how. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Because I'm a
Same.
swimming nigga. I ain't one of them niggas that's scared of water. I
Same.
embrace the water. I am the water. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go.
Ooh, okay.
I don't know what the hell this is, but we sure finna find out.
This is real life, real time. This is what I'm looking at right now. That's in the sky. Don't know what it is. Came out of nowhere, really. But this shit is so real. Excuse my language, but this is the real deal. I said I wasn't gonna believe it till I seen it, and here it is. It's huge, you guys. I'm so far away from this thing. That thing is still huge. Oh my gosh, they not lying.
What,
Going slow.
what you think about
And
that?
it's going slow, and it's just hovering. This is the real deal. It's like,
It's
oh my gosh, I
giving
can't believe what I'm
alien.
seeing right now. I know y'all really can't see, but that right there, that's in that sky, is right there in that sky. Don't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
How you feel about that right there in that sky? That don't supposed to be there.
Yeah, because it wasn't. I don't believe that at all. Or like not even kind of, because I believe personally that if it was some shit like that in the sky, it'd been more than one motherfucker with that video up, and that's for damn sure. It'd be that shit to been all over the place. That shit to be lit the whole and talking about viral. That shit to went spiral, nigga. That shit to went, well, what the fuck? Nah, nigga, it's 63 angles of this shit. What? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, nah. And that motherfucker was huge like that too? Nah, nigga. Nah. Nah, Captain Crunchberry. Plus, ain't nobody gonna be looking at no shit like that hella calm. Talking about some excuse my language. Fuck no. All the cuss words and the ducking behind shit like that.
Anything I can
Man,
think of, anything I can get out. Yeah.
I'm gonna be filming that motherfucker from behind a cabinet in my kitchen through the window. I'm not gonna be outside. What if that motherfucker start shooting shit or just blow up? Nah, nigga. Way too calm for me, homeboy. Like you gotta. I need more emotion. You know what I mean? I need more fucking emotion with that shit. Cause nah, that's definitely a
Nah,
one
you
too.
can't be telling me this. This can't be it.
Nah, cause you gotta be hell no. All that, yeah. You see that shit as I'm backing up, nigga. Yeah, nah. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that motherfucker look dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you ain't got your camera out. You better nigga, get you some of this. You because she
Now
was
you better
talking to a
get you
whole
some of
nigga.
this.
Yeah, she was talking to a whole other motherfucker. Yeah, you better get you some of this, nigga. This shit is gold right here. I know I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? If the news ain't got it, I'm damn sure finna send it to them. They finna pay me for this shit.
Listen, they probably
Yeah,
like, oh, thank you so much for this. Let me see your phone.
man.
Do that bitch up against the wall and shattered it.
Right quick. They
Yeah,
probably had to do that shit to a whole lot of motherfuckers. Like I said, if it was that big, a whole lot of more motherfuckers would have seen that shit. It'd be just like with that 9/11 shit. And I used this example on the show last night on the VNN. Nigga, it's niggas that literally sit there and watch the sky. It's a whole thing, right? That's how you was able to get so many different angles of the 9/11 shit. If it was some shit like that in the goddamn sky, for real, nah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Way too many phones, way too many people, and that motherfucker thing is supposed to be way too big.
getting the
Looking
flat.
like that, yeah, nah. That one I can't believe. That one is definitely a one for me. Probably a -1, a 0.5.
Damn, a 0.5.
Yeah, that was some bullshit. And then the voiceover, like I said, if the voiceover was more believable, like you, I'm not just gonna sit there and look at no shit like that in the sky and just be like, that's a big ass, excuse my language. Nah, nigga. Nah, what the fuck is that? For
Nah,
real.
facts.
Somebody call somebody because y'all don't see this shit. Nah, nigga. And I'm nigga, that shit was scared the shit out of me.
The what
In
the fuck
real life,
is very
nah, nigga.
dark. It's very
Yeah,
on brand.
yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying?
You not knowing that?
So
The
that
what
was definitely
very dark.
a no goer in the belief column for me for sure.
I feel like this is what I feel like. The 400 years is up. Everything in the sky is real. Everybody look up, niggas. Look up because we about to see everything. Nigga, look up. That's what I feel. That's what I feel, nigga. They can't hide it no more, nigga. And we can see, nigga. Use your eyes, nigga. Look through the fake clouds, nigga. Because that's why they got us so much in the sky, nigga. If you look through the fake clouds, nigga, you can see, nigga.
If you do just so happen to look up, be sure to pull that phone out and capture that footage, nigga. Everybody, because again, nigga, yeah, y'all see some weird shit like that in real life. Run that shit. Get y'all some of that.
Sometimes you don't have the time to do that because it be so.
Yeah, because you hiding.
Like, I done
Yeah.
seen some shit that's like mind boggling. Like,
Yeah.
and I couldn't even mentally process the fact that I really just saw that.
Yeah.
So like,
I
how could
feel that.
I think to myself to be like, oh, let me? I can't, cause it's like I
I feel
know if
that.
my mind can't even see it, I know y'all mind can't see that. That's crazy.
I feel that.
Like, cause I know for a fact I did not just watch
Yeah, yeah. I too
two
have seen.
aliens come out the sky. Like, for instance, I seen another video. It was a motherfucker in the clouds, and in the plane, looked out the window, nigga. It looked like a damn dragon. Motherfucking dragon breathing fire. My boyfriend talking about that's what caused the fires in California. I said,
Probably was.
I didn't even think, but look, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, probably was. Young Dragioto start setting shit on fire because he can.
You
I
know,
think
because they can't hide it no more.
I think the only dragons that set fires in LA was the clan dragons, the grand dragons of the clan. Only motherfuckers set fires in LA. Uh as far as okay, so look, I too am a firm believer in shit in the sky for sure. But again, it's certain shit that nigga, if it's big or if it's fucking that shit was menacing and it's supposed to be during the day.
I
Bro,
know.
that's some call in the military. What the fuck is that type shit?
But that's why I said right there in my question, and I quote, is seeing believing because you just don't know anymore. Like, back in the day, you could really use that. I see it when I believe it. I believe when I see it as bullshit. You could use that back then because for real, if, nigga, if we not seeing that shit, most likely it don't fucking exist and it's not a thing.
Yeah, but we're not seeing it in real life. We seen it through pictures and video.
But
And
video used to be valid, bro.
it did though, real shit. But since everybody got them and the technology to manipulate them is ridiculous, you can't even trust that shit, right? So it's the type
Not
of
at all.
shit that you gotta kind of like. For me personally, it's the type of shit that all right, if so, it's like the Rodney King, not the Rodney King shit, the George Floyd shit, right? It was a few motherfuckers taping that shit, way more believable. A motherfucker with just one video couldn't tell me. I'd be like, yeah, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Don't nobody say nothing else about it. A lot less
Nah,
believable.
this might
But
really do that to him like that.
if
Like,
if no, that's what I'm saying. But if it's something like that in the sky and you don't have more than one report about it, I personally am not likely to believe it because I would bet you if another motherfucker seen that shit in the sky at the same time you did, they go pull out their camera. Especially if they're of the generation, they go pull that bitch out. They go
yeah.
pull that bitch out, hide behind something, and film that motherfucker. They don't film motherfuckers at a club fight.
Yeah, they don't care. They certainly don't give a dang. A gosh dang on to come to that for sure. They putting phones out for everything these days, no matter what it is. Every single thing, no matter what. Where do you go? Hmm. Yeah, he gone. He disappeared. It's only me, so I'm gonna bring a montage because he gone, he disappeared. He gonna bring a montage. Oh, baby, cheers. Because he gone, and I'm the only one that's on the line. Oh, I'm sorry, I
Shut
was singing the
up.
song.
Yeah, so it's a good thing that I can't edit this shit because my shit went the whole goddamn internet blinked out for me.
I had a little intermission song for them. They was all right. Chilling with me in here.
Stop. But yeah, though.
OG Puppy Cool in the background, y'all. OG Puppy Coolio Joe. You're such a big, cute little baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fucking sirens went by and set his ass off. That's crazy. And they always go by now all of a sudden. Your homie was in that car or something, homie? In that ambulance or
Right. He's
something?
like, we gotta get him, nigga. Like, you can't let
This
him
nigga,
pull off
man.
with him.
Shut up. Anyway, I'm glad I can edit this shit. But yeah, that'll be a wrap on the show, man. I think because we ran through the clip, but not all the clips, but I think a couple of them I doubled up on accident because they had the same, you know, thumbnail or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was dope though. I guess, 1 out of 2 ain't bad in terms of the belief meter. You know what I mean?
I don't think so. I think that's still good. Me on the side of belief, though. Coolio Joe. Who you yelling at? Oh, now you quiet.
Fucking dog, bro. That's my fucking dog.
You
But
just
yeah,
woke.
man. Like, share, subscribe. I got a thing for that. You know what I'm saying?
What you
Tell a
got?
friend to be a friend. Bam, I got one of them. You know what
Don't
I'm
forget to
saying?
like, comment, and subscribe. Also,
And
follow
then
us on our socials,
and
which are up
then
above.
I got oh man, that's not what I had. I had another thing, but I think I just erased it. So never mind. But yeah, like and subscribe, goddammit. Hit them joints, hit the bell button, put that shit on all so you can get the notifications. And you gonna know when we get back on this joint. So tap in. Um and until then, man, that's a fucking episode. I'm gonna do some editing on this though. It's gonna be crazy.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, but we definitely got to do some editing.